What is good, cloudy people? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special but also very uncomfortable interview with none other than Lil Tecca, whose song Ransom has become the #1 top streaming song in the world. And yes, streaming, I'm not saying top song because that is just simply not true. And I threw my boy Adam22 a few bones to actually conduct the interview for me because
honestly, I can't afford to fly out to LA, so
I don't know how well he actually did, considering he kept going back to this one topic. I'm not sure why, but you'll find out soon. I mean, literally, they would not stray away from talking about, you know what, you guys just need to find out for yourself. But in sum, I don't think I learned one thing about Lil Tecca except for, actually, I did learn one thing. Cut the intro.
Today I'm here with Lil Tecca. I'm really taken aback by how quickly your shit is blowing up. Were you always interested in shit?
See, right off the bat, he just had to bring up why. Let's see Lil Tecca's response, or lack thereof.
I always listened to it, but I never really like made it until I started like becoming Xbox shit. And then I was like, I don't wanna shit on Xbox no more. I'm gonna shit on SoundCloud.
That is so funny to me that your first song was a shit.
Tecca actually answered in detail. Was not expecting that whatsoever. But since so much craziness has already transpired, let's just summarize what Tecca just said. Number 1, Tecca mentioned that till a certain point in his life, he had never made, which I find not believable, but I guess he said he had listened to it. Maybe his body is some sort of respiratory system that reuses the he's like a sustainable being, doesn't even have to eat, because when he eats it just filters through and keeps re-energizing him. But anyway, number 2, he says he became an Xbox. I'm not really sure what that means, but I would assume it means he's some sort of gamer. But then he mentions that he on SoundCloud. It all starts to make sense when Adam actually read the context clues that completely went over my head, that his first song was a but what does that even mean? He shat on his microphone, or he recorded his and then posted on SoundCloud, or maybe there was some sort of visual involved when he posted on YouTube. Who knows?
What was what were you into?
The first shit, it was like a long shit.
Nice.
And then
Yes.
and then it's like if niggas not dropping shit, I could just make my own shit.
Ooh, okay.
It was like, yo, what is this? This shit is crazy.
But you must have been so young too, because that was like 2011, 2012.
great.
You were feeling it.
Yeah. That shit was fun. It was so different. It was like the first of that type of shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. We just doing this shit on the internet. Like, it was a crazy shit.
Within the huge jumble of, I don't even know what Lil Tecca was talking about, he actually made a very true statement that we can all apply in our lives. If ain't dropping, I'm gonna make my own. Truest statement I've ever heard. And he's totally right. He's just simplifying a layman's version of a proverb that in a situation in which others are not providing a service or product to fulfill a certain need in society, why not do it yourself and make the money from it?
You were streaming it and shit.
Hell yeah. The internet, it makes you be able to create a second shit.
Hold up. I don't know about you guys, but I take a dump at least once per day, maybe 2 times to 3 times, depending on what I just ate. I'm lactose intolerant, so if I ate ice cream.
you know what's good?
So I definitely do not need the internet to make a second. As I mentioned before, this just confirms the fact that I feel like Lil Tecca cultivates his inside his body and some sort of respiratory system that converts it into energy, and he just does not take it at all. Only one per lifetime. I think Lil Tecca escaped from Area 51. Working theory though.
Do you think that's part of what drove you to be interested in shit? No? Did you have any particularly brutal shit that was just like, wow, you just cooked that?
No.
No?
No.
Lil Tecca doesn't really seem amused by Adam22 asking if he has ever had a brutal... Not sure why he's offended, but keep that in mind. I guess he just doesn't appreciate Adam's insensitivity towards the relationship he has with his own.
Does that bother you? You probably make shit pretty easy in the outside world.
I mean, over the years, I realized people shit for different reasons. So I choose who I shit with.
Are there really any other reasons to other than just to excrete unused and toxic material from your body, the world will never know. Lil Tecca is like the Colin Kaepernick of standing strong for all of those who have lost their lives for different reasons. These people include, but are not limited to, 2 Girls 1 Cup, Mississippi motorboat participators, cake farts, etc.
You're out here making huge shit as a rapper, but is that who you are, that you're thinking about shit? Do you feel like you have stronger friendships with shit?
Yeah.
Well, we knew that.
People don't go to school to shit.
I mean, he's technically right. Nobody actually goes to school to for the sole purpose of doing that. I mean, people actually do the quite opposite in that people do not like being in school. They like to go home and do their business there.
This is the thing. I started shit in school. And then my guidance counselor found out.
Oh shit.
Like, cause I didn't know who. I was like, yo, nigga snitching on me? Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to shit. So I went home. I lived in New York at the time. And I was like,
Breaking news, 6ix9ine has allegedly testified that Lil Tecca had in school. More info to come.
It's so fucking crazy for me to think that we used to do the same exact thing when I was a kid, but then we would literally fold shit up and hand them to each other. The only way we would have been able to get caught is if one of the teachers actually caught us passing one of these shit. But there's so much stuff on the shit that the teachers could potentially worry about.
What the fuck?
Like, who actually made you realize that you weren't just a regular shit who was just gonna make a few shit?
like, it wasn't like a crazy big shit. They didn't believe in it in the first place.
Are you impressed by or amazed by the way that people react?
It makes me happy when people shit. This is about inspiring kids just like me, but you gotta understand that people come from shit. This is also a fact. You can't control where you shit. You feel me?
True.
Everyone on earth, they shit in a random point.
So you talking like language, right?
It's not just about the money or the it's about inspiring kids to defecate themselves for the right reasons. No more of this slavery of people not knowing why they are shitting for no purpose. Let your shit have a mind of its own.
What are your parents like? How do they feel about all this shit?
They're very proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they confused at all?
As soon as my dad heard my first shit, he knew.
Really?
This is shit.
No fucking shit. Your dad saw your first shit and thought it was shit. I would have never thought that.
This shit is made out of shit.
But they didn't even know at first. My sister shit, but she didn't know that my parents shit. And then she showed them, boom, they shit.
Why is Lil Tecca acting like nobody knows that they shit daily or knows that other people do the same thing? I've known since I was a kid. It's literally a necessary function to live your life, to not die. Maybe it's in the family because apparently his sister didn't know that his parent or that he and that he thought that his parents didn't know that he.
I'm here for one reason. Shit. The highest thing that a human could do is shit. When you can make another person shit, you can't get bigger than that.
That's true.
Shit is control.
And honestly, in this day and age, there's no form of communication that's gonna get your message out to more people than a popping ass shit.
Like, literally. The internet is like a whole nother shit.
You could compare a shit to a tweet. They're all different types of shit, but the biggest shit is going to be so much bigger than the biggest shit,
Like-
because of the fact that it's infectious. It gets into your brain. People who don't even care are going to be humming along to it. It's just like the ultimate shit,
Like-
to burrow yourself into somebody's shit by having like your shit turned into a melody that is going to spread.
Not gonna lie, I'm getting pretty freaked out about the motivation behind Lil Tecca's Free the movement. That monster vibe when he was saying
Shit is control.
not normal reminded me of some like Bumblebee from Transformers. I have a working theory, bear with me, that Lil Tecca is not from this planet. I already mentioned that I think he escaped from Area 51, but I believe he has something to do with the inner workings of why 40-year-old men have to be checked their prostate through their assholes. Not only does he look like an alien already, but obviously this interview is pointing out a lot of things that are not right. Additionally, Adam22 seems to be with this whole brain control movement too.
It's infectious. It gets into your brain.
Maybe Lil Tecca is controlling his or even his brain. They're already talking about infecting the whole world with their. I think the US really needs to stop putting all the money towards Russian defense, but more so onto defense. Move all the artillery onto Lil Tecca's house. And by all means, start wearing earplugs to avoid listening to any of the melody or that is coming out of Lil Tecca's because that seems to be his communication and infection method. Oh, and of course, you have to wear it while you take it because who knows who's controlling your at the time of your business.
You got a crazy relationship with your shit.
Yeah.
I feel like you're very close. Okay. This is gonna be a short shit, but it was very good to get you in here and shit.
Even if you don't pay attention, you gonna see it.
Oh, I'm paying attention.
You gonna see me shit regardless.
Facts.
Period.
Did you see Lil Tecca's face? We're gonna see his regardless of if we even want to see it. It's almost like he wanted us to see this.